るか。何が守るに値するか、それは自分の意志で決めるものよ。
Well, this week gone by, the animated anime of Psycho Pass, the movie came out, and in English subtitles, because sometimes they don't get released until like very after the film comes out. But this one came out quite soon, and for all intents and purposes, it was actually really good. Like, compared to Psycho Pass 2, which was a complete catastrophe of an anime series, this one actually kind of improved. It improved the characters and it actually improved the story. It kind of just developed it. Psycho Pass 2 didn't do anything. Psycho Pass 2 said, hey, this is Sybil, they're evil, understand that. That's for the whole season. 11 episodes, all we got was Sybil's evil, we can't do anything about it. Let's cloud Akane's judgment so she can get killed. It's like, that's not a good anime. That was not a good anime. I hated it. And I'm a big fan of Psycho Pass 1. Like, it's one of my favourite anime series of all time. I think it's maybe my 5th of all time. But this movie kind of developed. This is what Psycho Pass 2 should have been. Psycho Pass 2 should have been this film. That's why I'm kind of a bit pissed off. They could have just put Psycho Pass 2 as the film, and then put this film as the series, because it would have been so much better. But what can we do? Psycho Pass 2 kind of got chucked off to other people, and it kind of went a bit bad. That's why again in the Bushi should have Shadow look over people. He should write the stuff, not look over people writing the stuff. But this anime movie kind of developed, again I'm saying the same thing, kind of a story further than it should have done. Like, this anime, the plot of it is basically Akane and her ragtag team of people, including a new guy, because I thought, crap, is this taking place up to second series, or it's not? And then the guy's dead, so it's a new guy, so yeah, it is taking place after Psycho Pass 2. They get a call saying, oh crap, there's terrorists and they're foreign, let's go and hunt them down. When they do, they capture one of the guys who have to blow himself up. When they do, the girl who's a little bit crazy, Murukashiga, I think her name is, the one who went a little bit crazy, Psycho Pass 2, and now is a little bit crazy, a bit more, but basically she kind of works against Akane's orders, and kind of goes into the guy's mind and memories, and then finds that Koko-chan actually is still alive, and he's working for a terrorist group in the CUN, which is a really weird place to call outside of anything else. But with all that, Akane's like, crap, I'm going to see that, and then she basically gets on a plane, goes there, sees the people, and then that's basically the plot, and stuff ensues. Violence breaks out, people aren't who they seem, the people who are meant to be good are actually evil, and all that kind of good stuff. And basically, it's a normal Psycho Pass. Because at this point, you've got to realise, yeah, they're gonna tie the trope out that not everyone's good, everyone's evil. Which, again, I guess is a bit annoying, because that's basically Psycho Pass. They'll say, oh, look, these people are good because they have order, but no, in theory, they're actually evil. So they should have ginormous signs outside their building saying, do not trust us, we're evil. No one will notice. Everyone will be completely disillusioned with the idea that they're evil, because Sybil has that. Sybil's evil. No one sees it. No one actually sees it. It's really annoying. Yeah, but these ones kind of have a bit broader evilness than I would say Sybil, because Sybil's like, nah, to everything. These ones are like, oh yeah, all our workers are actually complete criminals. Like, we have ones which have over 300. Oh god, what's the name of that thing? Oh, crying confederate. Whatever. I don't even say that word. Yeah, and then that's basically that, and then they kind of hide it using a complete overuse of strange stuff, which is really hard to explain. And then you find out towards the end of the film, it's like, we're all evil. I was like, I didn't see that one coming from a mile away. That's the major thing I have wrong with this film. It's the fact that they just tied a trope out. It's like, yeah, they're evil. It's like, I was like, the first 5 minutes of the film, and when Akane actually went to the CUN, I was like, yeah, they're evil. No one's gonna change my mind. They're evil, and in the end, they were. But what this does, it has amazing character building. Like, it just, you see Kogami's back, or I like to call him Koko-chan because he's completely the best bae ever. But Koko-chan comes back, and then he's kind of gone a bit strange. He's more in tune with Makishima than he was before. Like, he's kind of a bit crazy. Like, he has his moralities in weird situations. Yeah, he wants to liberate the world. He wants to liberate that CUN from the Emperor and then bring like a complete democracy to that world. Yeah, it's a good idea because they're completely insane. But then he's kind of a bit less moralic when it comes to the idea. He kind of like murdered a lot of people to get there. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword, really. You want to liberate the world, but you got to like pay the price at the same time. And that's what this film kind of throws down your neck. It's like, yeah, he's a good guy, but is he morals in the right place? And I can say, yeah, it's a very good film. It's a good film. It's better than... It's not as good as Psycho Pass 1. Psycho Pass 1 still remains completely perfect. Psycho Pass 2 is catastrophe. This one basically quenches the sourness from the second series and then improves it. It just develops. It develops Akane's character a tiny bit more. Akane's kind of, in the second series, a bit one-dimensional. She kind of like, to everything. This one, she's a little more assertive, and she does stuff, and it's good. And then you also have the only thing as well with the characters I didn't like is the fact that her team is left until the very last 25 minutes of the film and the very first 10 minutes of the film. They're not very used in between. It's just more Kogami and her developing their relationship. It was kind of, I would say, a bit annoying because I liked them as a team because they were a really, really good team. Because you had, oh god, that guy's name. That one, the guy with glasses. I can never remember. Yeah, Gyonza. Gyonza is a really weird name, as I can't never remember it. Gyonza basically is my favourite character out of all of them, besides Akane. And he doesn't really get used. I was like, they could have used them a bit more. They could they're not allowed to send more than one person in, but they could have had scenes where they weren't together, but they were actually doing stuff in their own country. And it would have been good. I would have liked it a bit more because they're good characters. They could have been developed a bit further. So if Psycho Pass 3 ever comes out, we have further development of those characters. But they're more left into the sideline in sort of the very last 25 minutes and the first 10 minutes. It was kind of a bit annoying, if you get what I mean. The other thing I can say was wrong with the anime was, I'd say the villain. The villain there wasn't really a villain in the film until the very, 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 very end. Unless like me, you basically realised the trope that they were going to use with the he's evil along, the Sybil system's evil. Yeah, you would gather who the villain is in the anime, but it doesn't really get used until the very end. So you kind of a bit more. It's kind of a bit like do with villains because you have the one villain, you have Kogami, which at the beginning you think's the villain when he isn't. You have the actual villains, which kind of get a bit less time. They're like 25 minutes of the film, and then you got the last quarter, which is basically the actual villain of the anime film. Yeah, it's a good setup, but it was kind of a bit weak in the same time because it didn't really get much development. It's got the fact that if you realise since the beginning they were evil, you got that. That's basically it. And the animation was really, really good as well compared to like Psycho Pass 2, which kind of went a bit downwards. This one's actually kind of improved it a lot. But I can't honestly say I can recommend watching it because it's a further development of the story, and the characters do get character development. Kogami and Akane being the prime examples of the character development, because basically the whole film. And the animation is good, the soundtrack's amazing, the visuals are a treat to the eyes, and everything like that. But it does improve Psycho Pass 2, because Psycho Pass 2, I'm telling you, was a catastrophe. Like, most people who've watched Psycho Pass 2 know how bad it was, and it actually was horrendous. And it kind of just doesn't work. But this one basically gives me the incentive that production IG and Genichi Buchi can actually do something good, and it actually can work. And this anime film does that. With all that said, my final score for the film as a whole would probably be about an 8 out of 10. Forget the bad points being the fact that the villain was a bit underused, and also the Thai trope of the fact that they're all evil and everything like that. But my positives are the fact that they kind of drum in the idea of where there's no order, there's chaos, because what lives inside the flow, it's good. What lives outside the flow is bad. It kind of just drums in that idea like without order, everything's chaos. It's kind of a good thing to drum in because it's just like that. And it also, I think this world is something I could see something happening. It seems all too real. Like, that's what I loved about Psycho Pass. It was a film and an anime series that the world could could actually happen. We could have our crimes recorded to a point where we can either be killed or be sedated. It's a good idea, and then for that, the world itself is built around that. And it's amazing because it seems all too realistic, and that's what's good about Production IG. Their worlds seem realistic, they could actually happen anytime soon. Not in our generation, next generation, maybe 5 generations time. We can see that happening, and it's just a good idea. But with all that said, I have been a driver. Hope you enjoyed this review, because from time to time I do like to review films. And I will see you guys later. Bye for now.